Welcome in, guys, to another Curves 30-minute workout. Today we're going to focus on arms and core, so from here up. So make sure you've got everything you need next to you. So these next 30 minutes, we're going to strengthen stomach, waist, lower back, arms, shoulders. If you like to use some optional hand weights, feel free to do so, or some heavy canned goods, or maybe even some frozen water bottles. So whatever, it's your choice. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to try first with a tricep squeeze. So you're going to bend those knees and you're going to squeeze and push those palms together. So they should go towards one another. This is an opportunity, if you had hand weights, you could squeeze them together. So you're going to push, keeping those arms nice and straight. Keep going. So if I do it from the front, this is what it looks like. So my arms stay straight and it's very slow and deliberate movements. So nothing too fast, we're not trying to take off. Keeping that back fairly straight, a soft bend in those knees. You should start to feel it through your shoulders, those triceps, and make sure you're keeping your core held in nice and strong. From here, we're gonna go right to the floor to do our crunches. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead and make it down to the floor. So you're gonna lie on your back, and you're going to put your hands behind your ears and you're going to crunch up, back down, up and back down. So you want to inhale as you lower down and exhale as you crunch up. Now if you're not able to get on the floor yet, then you're just going to bend down and reach and touch your toes or your ankles, however far down that leg you can go. So we're going to keep going here. Keep looking up towards the ceiling. You don't want to pull on that neck. And after the crunches, we're going to stay right here on the floor. We're going to go into swimmers. So keep going. Crunch up, back down, crunch up, back down. You're almost there. Couple more. Keep going. All right, so now we're going to switch and turn on our bellies. And we're going to lay on your stomach. Arms are straight out in front of you, legs behind you, and we're going to raise our arms and legs at the same time. This is more like a Superman. Arms and legs. Now you're standing up, you're going to do a standing mountain climber. So I want you to reach for the sky, one arm up in the sky as you bring one knee up. So otherwise we're down on the floor, straighten out those legs, straighten out those arms, and lift them up off the floor as high as you're able to. Now for you, I want you to look down at your mat. I don't want your head up. So raise and lower, squeezing every muscle group, the glutes, the core, those shoulders. Keep going, you got this. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, exhale. Last one here. All right, so now we're gonna come right back up and we're gonna work on our biceps. So if you have those hand weights, you can grab them here. And we're gonna do combinations. So we're gonna do bicep, shoulder raise, down. Bicep, shoulder raise, down. Or it's more like a military press. So bicep curl, followed by military press. Bicep, press. Bicep, press. There you go. So we're combining two different arm groups and upper body groups. So it's our biceps as we curl them, and then it's our shoulders, lats, and upper back as we do that military press. There you go. And if you're not using weights, I want you to squeeze those muscles. Keep them nice and tight. So bicep curl, followed by military press. From the side, bicep curl, military press. So you can see I've got a nice soft bend in my knees. You don't want to lock out those joints. I want you to keep your stomach muscles held in nice and tight. So that way we're keeping that core activated the whole time. So down, up, military press. Bicep curl, military press. Last one here, bicep curl, military press. We're gonna do a standing side crunch. So right side first. You're going to crunch your right knee up to that right elbow. And just crunch from side to side. Knee to elbow. We're targeting your obliques right now. Drive that knee up and pull that elbow down. We're gonna do this for a full 30 seconds and then we're gonna switch. Let's go ahead and do that. So left elbow to that left knee. There you go, good. This is also good for your balance because you're having to keep all that weight on that right foot, and if you want to challenge your balance even more, don't let that foot touch the floor. Just let it hover. There you go, really slow and steady. Almost there, and then we're going to do a reverse fly. Last one here. Okay, if you've got those weights, here's a chance to use them. We're going to open them up and bring them back together. So hands are in a fist, arms go out and pull them back in. Back and in. You want to hinge forward a little bit at those hips. Your knees should be slightly bent. You don't want to lock out those joints. Pull back, bring it forward. Pull back, bring it forward. So this is what it looks like. My elbows are leading myself back. There you go, good. Keep those arms nice and tight, especially if you're not using weights. You still want to be activating your chest muscle, your back, and those shoulders. Keep breathing through it. Awesome job. Targeting that upper body right now. You got this. A few more reps, and then we're going to switch. You're almost there. All right, so this next one is the inchworm. So I'm going to show you the modification first. If you're not able to reach down and walk across the floor, you're basically going to put your hands behind your ears. You're going to bend forward and come back up. Bend forward and come back up. That's what you'll do. Otherwise, we are going to do an inchworm. So I'm going to be at the back of my mat, and I'm going to touch the ground, and I'm going to walk all the way out into a plank, then walk all the way back up, squeeze those glutes at the top, and do it again. Walk all the way out, plank, hold it, walk all the way back. You want to keep your legs as straight as you can. Now you can, though, bend them if it's a little bit easier. We don't want it too easy. All the way walk out into plank. Walk all the way back up. We got a couple more here. And then we're gonna get down on the mat. You're almost done. There you go, all the way out, plank, flat as a table. We're gonna do one more here, all the way out. While we're here, we're gonna go drop down to the apple and we're gonna hold it. So we're gonna hold this steady position for at least a minute. Those of you that are standing up, if you've got a chair next to you, you can rest your forearms on that chair, form an angle with your body, and do the same thing. So while we're down here, I don't want you to sink your hips down. You don't want this. Keep it nice and tight, flat as a table. You got it, just like this. Make sure your elbows are right underneath your shoulders. And breathe. You're almost there. We can do this. It's only a minute. A minute goes by so quickly. In fact, you're like 3/4 of the way there. We got 10 seconds left, guys. You got 5, 3, 2, 1. Drop those knees. Let's walk ourselves back up. And we're gonna do arm circles. So arms are straight out to the side, and I want you to do a forward rotation. You've got a nice soft bend in those knees, and we're circling to the front. If you got those little light hand weights right now, this would be a good opportunity to use them. You got it. Keep those arms nice and level with the shoulders. You don't want them to drop. You can do this. Make sure your stomach muscles are held in strong. Remember, we're activating the whole workout. Now let's reverse it. No, we're not stopping. We're just reversing. So now you're doing back arm circles. If your arms have started to fall, bring them back up. They need to be shoulder height. You got this. You can do it. If you're using those weights, your arms are probably feeling pretty heavy right now. That's all right. We're getting good shoulder workout, biceps and triceps. You're almost there, and then you get a break. I'm going to give you a little break. All right, relax those arms, shake them out. Woo, good. I'm just going to march in place while you take a chance to grab some water. Maybe you want to check your heart rate, whatever you need to do, but maybe you don't need the break. We're just going to do some after recovery, just marching in place, just like this. Make sure you're still breathing. I'm so grateful to have everybody in the workout today. All right, break's almost over. All right, let's get back to business. So we're gonna do a tricep extension. So your right leg is back. Pretend you got the weights, or maybe you've got them. You're gonna bring your elbows and arms back behind your head, extend it up, and then back down again. So up over your head, back down, up, and back down. So if I do it from the front, so my front knee is bent, I'm gonna extend and then bend. Extend and then bend. Squeezing those muscles. Let's switch legs. Keep those arms up there. All the way up. Straighten those arms all the way back down. Up and back down. There you go. That's it. Extend those arms. Pull them back through. Up and pull back through. That front right knee should be bent. There you go. Good. Up and back down. You're almost there. Couple more. All right, now we're gonna get back down to the floor. We're gonna do a plank rock. So if you're not using the floor, your forearms are gonna be on that chair next to you, and you can do an ab hold, or you can rock back and forth. So we're gonna get down to a low plank. You're up on your toes, and I'm going to rock forward and back. Rock forward and rock back. So this just gives it another little new dynamic to that stationary low plank. So rock forward, rock back, forward and back. Don't let your hips sink to the mat. Keep them lifted. Check your form, making sure those elbows are right underneath your knee or your shoulders, duh. There you go. And remember, if you're not on the floor with me, you can just do a stationary low plank on that chair. You got a couple more. And last one, drop those knees. We're gonna go ahead and stay seated. We're gonna do a V hold. We're gonna really work that stomach. So, I want your arms straight out in front of you. Raise those legs. Now you can keep them bent or straighten them. It's up to you. So we're gonna straighten them here, and we're gonna hold. Now, if you're standing up, I just want you to stand, bring your one knee in your chest, grab it, drop the leg, grab the other knee, bring it in your chest, grab it. So you're bringing one leg up, down, and then back up again. So you're working those lower abs, just like what we are doing. Keep holding this pose. I know this is hard. You might not see it, but my legs are shivering. But this is great for that core. Remember, this is arms and core today. No joke. A few more seconds, and then we're gonna come right back up. You can do this. You got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. You got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! That was a good one. All right, so let's come right back up. And we're gonna get back into our triceps. So you're going to do the tricep squeeze where we're pushing those arms together. So arms are straight, knees are bent, and we're squeezing those palms facing one another. So looks like this. So I'm not going super fast. I'm slow, I'm controlled with these movements. Now while you're here, while our main focus is the tricep and the shoulder, I want you to make sure your stomach muscles are nice and strong and tight. Keep them sucked in the whole time. All right, good job. Keep squeezing them. You can do this. Remembering to breathe. It's all about the arms. Now, of course, you can grab those hand weights if you'd like to use them, if you want more intensity. That will work too. Keep squeezing, and then we're gonna go right back down to the floor to do those swimmers / Superman, Superwomen. But before I do that, I want to show you the modification. So if you're not gonna get down on the floor, you're gonna do a standing mountain climber. So you'll look like this. This is your version, standing up. Otherwise, we're gonna get down on the mat. And you're gonna lay on your stomach. We'll do a little bit different variation this time. So arms are bent, and when we come up, we're gonna bend them, extend straight, pull them back, drop. So come up, extend them straight, pull them back, drop. So different couple movements. Pull back and drop. So we're squeezing those shoulder blades together and drop. So legs come up, chest comes up, extend those arms, pull it back and lay back down. Pull it and drop. Extend those arms nice and straight. You got this. Great for your lower back, upper back too. You got this. Inhale up, exhale, pull back. We've got a couple more. Pull back and back down. There you go. Good. This is going to be our last one. Extend it out, pull it back, hands on the ground, push yourself back up. All right, so let's slowly stand back up. Now we're going to do the static sumo squat with that reach down. So get in a nice low sumo stance. Hands by those ears. I want you to reach, tap the back of that calf. Side to side. Tap the calf up, tap the calf up. Now maybe though you're not able to quite reach your calf, or maybe you can go further and touch that ankle. Just go as far down as you can reach, but while you're not compromising your posture. So if I turn from the side, if you're trying to reach, your ankle and you're coming forward like this, that's no good. That's no bueno. So I want your back nice and straight, shoulders lined up with the hips, no leaning forward. Okay, we're gonna keep doing this. There you go, good job. Stay nice and low. We're getting a little bit of those legs too while we're at it, might as well. Excellent. Tap that calf, other side. Really working those oblique muscles. You got this. Keep breathing, we've got a few more. And then we're gonna go into our chest press. Weights are optional. The last one here. All right, I'm gonna stand with my right foot back. Heels lifted, I've got my weights or no weights, and I've got my elbows parallel to my shoulder. Pull back, push forward. Pull and push. Extend and pull back. This is like our chest back machine on the circuit. So this is strengthening your pectoral muscles, your rhomboids, your latissimus dorsi, all those fancy names for your upper body. Good. Pull back, push forward, pull back, push forward. Now we're going to switch legs, but we're going to do a little different upright row. So we're going to hinge forward at the hips a little bit. Now your hands are here, pull back, push forward. So same thing, just a little variation. That back heel can be lifted off the floor, pull and push, pull and push. You got this, good job. Excellent. All right, we're almost there, and then we're gonna make our way down to the floor. You can do this. Pull and push, pull and push. We're gonna work on our triceps. Those need a lot of work. Last one here, and push away. So before we get down to the floor, if you're standing up or using a chair, you're gonna basically do a side plank. So you're gonna put one arm on the chair, the other arm is up in the air, and you're gonna hold this position. But we're gonna do a little bit different on the floor. So we're gonna do, you're gonna lay on your side. You're then gonna take this underarm here, grab just your side. These are bent or they can be straight. And this hand here on the mat is gonna lower, and then you're gonna push your whole body up. Lower, push your whole body up. So the weight of your entire body is on this left arm. So my left arm is on the mat, pushing away and up. I'm just taking my right arm around my rib cage or my side and pushing up and down. This is really targeting this tricep. You can feel that. I hope you can. All the way down, push all the way up. 2 more and then we'll switch sides. All right, last one here. So if you're standing, doing your side plank, now switch to your other arm. So here again, these can be bent, you can have them straight, that really doesn't matter. My right hand is on the floor. My left arm is right around my waist, and I'm going to lower, then push away. Lower and push away. This takes a lot of strength to really push your whole body up with just that one arm. Get down as low as you can to the mat with that shoulder, push away. There you go, good job. Again, this is targeting those tricep muscles. Something a little bit different than doing just your traditional push-up. All right, you're almost there. That arm might be starting to burn. That's a good thing though. You can do it. And then we're gonna come up and we're gonna do those inchworms, okay? Last one. All right, good job. So we're gonna stand it up. So the inchworm, this is where you walk out, go into plank, come back up. So for those of you ladies not doing the inchworm, I'm just gonna have you bend down, reach for your toes, come back up like this. Reach for your toes and come back up. Otherwise, let's walk it out. So legs are straight, walk it all the way out to the edge of your mat, hold it a second, walk it back up, squeeze the glutes when you return straight. Walk it back out, hold for a second, walk it back up. If you need to, you can bend your knees, then walk out into your plank. That's fine. Bend your knees and then walk back up. That's a little bit more modification, but if you want something more challenging, or if you really want challenging, add a push-up once we get here. So, there's ways we can make it more challenging, less challenging. Hold, this will be our last one. One more time on the way down. And then we're gonna work on those biceps and shoulders a little bit more. All right, so let's come up. Weights or no weights. We're gonna do the bicep with a little bit of modification this time too. So arms are out to the side like a 45-degree angle. We're gonna do a bicep, kick back. Bicep, kick back. So they're out of 45, they come up, lower them, then you turn them and kick them back like this. So bicep curl up 45-degree, turn and kick it back. 45-degree, turn, kick it back. So we're doing biceps and triceps. Not really, we're doing some shoulders. So out to that 45-degree angle, kick them back. 45-degree angle, kick them back. Now I want to point out, when I kick them back, I'm not swinging my arms like this. I'm keeping my elbows high and just extending that fist back. That's what you want to do. So bicep curl, tricep kick back. Bicep curl, tricep kick back. All the while, you want to make sure that your core is nice and strong and tight. You got this. Kick it back. Again, weights, no weights. If you're not using those weights, really make sure you're squeezing the muscles. Keep it nice and tight. It's not just about moving arms. That's not what it's about. We're isolating every muscle group. You got this. This is going to be our last one. And then work around chest and back. Last one here. And there you go. All right, so shake out those arms. So I want you to hinge forward a little bit of your hips. Weights or no weights, hands in a fist facing another. You're gonna pull those arms back and bring them forward. Pull them back, bring them forward. There you go. So if I turn from the side, got a slight bend in my knee, my elbows are leading back, and I'm squeezing those rhomboids together. Those are your big back muscles. So right back in front of you. Good. I want you to still breathe. Inhale and exhale. You can do this. Make sure that core is strong. A few more here. And then we're going to make our way down the mat. We're going to do that plank with the rock. And if you need to modify it, you won't get down on the floor. You'll put your forearms on that chair and just hold a stationary plank. So we got 2 more here. Last one here. All right, shake out those arms. So again, if you're using a chair, not getting down the floor, your forearms are on that chair and you're just holding that stationary plank. But we're gonna get down here. So forearms, elbows right under your shoulders, lift those heels up, or those knees up, and then rock forward and rock back. Forward and back. Now for those of you that are modifying it, we're rocking back and forth. You can actually do a hip drop. You can do rock side to side. So turn your waist and dip your hip from left to right. So that is super effective too. Otherwise, you'll be down here with me or doing your own modification up. But any way you do it, this is all about our stomach, our waist, our lower back. We really need to get that area stronger. Push forward, pull back. Push forward and pull back. We got 2 left. The last one here. Drop those knees. Walk your hands up. We are going to stay on the floor because we are going to do scissor kicks. Yay, scissor kicks. So we're obviously on the floor, but you can do these same things standing up. So you just bring one leg up, then the other leg up. So you're alternating your legs, right and then left. So we are gonna lay on our back. Legs are straight, arms are behind you, and we're gonna come up with left leg, right back down, come up, right leg, right back down. So left, and then right. Using that whole core to propel your body up. There you go, good. Down and up. There you go, nice. And you're just alternating your legs. And even with your standing, you're doing the same thing. Raise your right leg, bring it down, raise your left leg, bring it down. Wonderful job. It's so important to keep your core strong. That's the center of your whole body. That's your center of gravity. If your core is not strong, you've got a weak body. So that's why we do these exercises. So keep going with me. You're almost done, ladies. You got this. Raise it up. Last one left. One more on the right. All right. Good job. Excellent. Super proud. Let's walk our way up. And then we're going to go ahead and do 2 more arms. And then we're going to do our stretching. All right. So we're going to get in that sumo squat. Weights or no weights, you're going to pull back and push forward. Pull back and push forward. We're strengthening your back, your chest, and those shoulders. There you go, good. Push away, pull back. Trying to get low too, still about those legs, not always just specific muscle groups. We're always targeting every muscle group when we can. Good, push away, pull back, push away, and pull back. So if I do it from the side, you can see I'm squeezing those shoulder blades back, pulling those elbows really far back. Good. You got this. We got a few more. Excellent. Pull it back. Squeeze it. Push. Squeeze and push. Last one there. All right, good. So now we're going to do arm pulses. So arms out to the sides. Before we did circles, now we're going to pulse it. So we're pulsing it back. So we're pushing it back. Little pulses, you're not doing a large movement. A little soft bend in your knees. Just push it back. Like we're getting ready for takeoff. So I want you to check your form here. Your shoulders, your hands should be level with your shoulders. If your arms have started to drop like this, you better bring them up. So push them back. Now turn those palms back and we'll do the same thing. Little pulses, but we've turned our palms around to the opposite direction. Good job. Remember, don't let those arms drop. If you see them dropping, bring them up. Now I also want you to check your core. Is that being held in nice and strong? If not, keep it sucked in. You can do this. We're almost ready for takeoff. You can do it. A few more. This is our last move, and then we get to stretch. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. All right, drop those arms. Shake them out, shake them out. Great job. You just did your arm and core workout today. So let's go ahead and stretch those muscles out. Bring that one arm across your chest. Take the other one and pull it gently towards your body. Soft bend in your knees. This is stretching out those shoulders. Those are your deltoids. We use those a lot today. Got to stretch out the muscles after your workout, not only for added flexibility, but also to increase your fat burning. That still happens after your workout. So now you should be on that other side. All right, arms out. We're going to take your right arm behind your head. That left hand grabs that elbow and gently pulls it down. Stretching out those triceps. More shoulder. Awesome job. Let's switch. Pull it down gently toward your back. While you're back here, give yourself a nice pat on the back. Bravo for completing your workout today. All right, so grab those wrists and bend to one side. You're stretching out your obliques, your lower back. Looking good. Get those arms outstretched to that ceiling as far as you can go. Let's do the other side. And if you haven't mentioned you've done your workout with me today, make sure you do so. I like to see who's doing my classes. Feel free to share them with friends. All right, arms behind the back. And lift it up as far as you're able to go. Again, soft bend in that knee. You're stretching out the shoulders here, your triceps, the biceps. Now let's bring it to reverse. Interlock, push away. There you go, good. Great workout today, guys. Targeted some major muscle groups today. All right, so let's take a big inhale up. Exhale down, big inhale. Exhale, this is your last one. Inhale and big exhale. So bravo, virtual high fives. Thanks again, and as always, for taking the time out of your day to do one of our workouts. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you on the next circuit. Have a great rest of your day, guys.